Leo, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you, no particular subject. We're doing my version of the Celtic cross. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node or Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 5th house. This could be for you. Thank you however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information is in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Leo, in your pre-shuffle, there was continuous jumps of the Magician. I was like, ooh, is this going to be a good one for Leo? And then the kind of message I got from, well, maybe so. So I almost feel like it wouldn't surprise me if this is a lesson in co-creation, because after I heard that, I started thinking about what your astrological components are going off at the moment. And we've got Pluto out of bounds in your 7th house. We've got Venus in your 1st house and Saturn moving back into your 8th. Now, Venus she's magnetics, the divine feminine energy. So it's what you're able to draw to you, magician-wise, the ability to create. And with that 8th house concept of Pisces, where Saturn's now in, Saturn is the lessons, 8th house is magnetism. So I kind of feel like you're in a pivotal point, and this might be getting really exaggerated right now, of how easily you're manifesting. And then obviously the basis on that is, what are you manifesting? Where's your frequency? Because you co-create what you are. So as much as the Magician might be a wonderful thing, depending on your current frequency, there's a judgment, there's either higher calling, or there's the 2 of Wands, which is dominion, where, what have you got power over here? You got power over your reaction to things. So interesting. Let's take one more, see what we get. Leo, what is going on? We have the Star card. The Star is hopes, dreams and wishes. It's actually your 7th house as well, so it's Aquarian energy. Aquarius rules your 7th. So here we've got Pluto in its outer bounds. There's no rules. The sun's not watching it. So complete changes potentially in your relationship sector. More so between now and November, and then once a year for the next 10 years. Whilst Pluto does its thing. Okay. Yeah, it's trying to find a balance between something. It does feel like it's co-creation. Because even though Aquarian energy is air and you're fire, very sulfur based, she's pulling water from the lake. She's putting the water into the earth, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But water and earth are both feminine energy, both basically Venusian in a sense. It's interesting. It's like you energetically, the universe is going, okay, look at what's happened the past 3 years with Saturn in your 8th house. The 8th house is magnetism. How have we learned our lesson in terms of what we draw into us, just by being, not by manifesting with, I don't know, techniques of journaling or affirmations or candle magic, whatever it is. This is just being. How are we manifesting? What's crossing you? Root of the matter. The Magician. Tell you. So before we go any further, crossing you is the Moon. Now, just like the Moon, your greatest magic comes in times of darkness, because that's when the Moon's alive, it's when it's dark. So I think you're going to be in a situation here where you're going to have to really trust your power, and you're going to be shown how you've co-created a lot of the stuff, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, but it's based on your frequency at the time. If your frequency is high, everything's rolling in. If your frequency is low, challenge after challenge after challenge. And when I say low frequency, it doesn't have to be as... It could be overthinking. It could be, like I say, the star card is your 7th house. It could be affected by other people. Are you one of these that are a sponge? Do you immediately try and save or help or take care of things? And the universe is here to say, be mindful of what you take on, because everything is energy. Recent past, what you want, what's coming in. Oh yes, there's going to be a surge of energy coming your way. Interesting. How you see yourself, how others see you, advice. Okay, and potential outcome. Okay, there it is, in your outcome. The surge of energy I was going to look for, it's in your outcome. Okay, we have the Fool. The Fool is brand new beginnings, with the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 7... 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely a lesson in co-creation. There's no two ways about it. You're gonna have to trust. You've no choice but to trust your power, because change is here and change is coming, and it is going to highlight something. Now, what I'm suggesting here is going to highlight the 5 of Swords. I will look for the 5 of Swords in a minute, because we've got the Star card, which is Aquarian energy. What you want is the Empress. There's that Venus, divine feminine energy. You want abundance. You want to co-create. You want the finer things in life, to feel good. Venus is beauty. It's love. It's luxury. It's sensuality. It's, rules Libra, which is the house of partnerships. It rules Taurus, the house of comfort and food and nourishment and sensuality, like I say. So you want the good stuff. You guys rule the 5th house. The 5th house is romance, creativity, the best house, and you guys rule it. And there's this, and fair play, you want something. Crossing you, like I say, is the Moon. The Moon is the darkness, and like I say, it's trusting in your power. Root of the matter is the Magician, co-creation. Recent past is the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is the Magician again, but this time facing the Temperance card. It's Mercury in Sagittarius. Now, it feels like it's a weird one, is this? Because in this deck in particular, something is launched in the 7 of Wands, it travels in the 8, and it hits its mark in the 9th. Now, recent past is the 8, what's coming in is the 7. So it's like something has... It's like you've gone back in time, or energetically, there's something that's shifted. It's like, right, Leo, we're going to put you here with the same energy of Saturn in Pisces, or whatever it is, whatever has taken place in the last couple of years. Right, what would you do different? What's changed? Are we full of confidence? Are we overconfident? Are we underconfident? What's changed in your life? I almost feel like it's a do-over, but co-creation now. And it's like given a second opportunity to create something, whatever it is. This could be abundance, it could be love, it could be career. There's so many different aspects of this. And the universe is here to say, you're getting another shot at something energetically. It doesn't mean to say this is a repeated person, or this is the same upgraded job or whatever. It's just energetically similar, and you get an opportunity now to look at it from a different angle, recognizing, hang on, when I wanted this in the past, where was I? Was I, yeah, life is good, I'm confident, or was this, oh God, no, another day, another dollar? Where were you? And like I said, this could going to be in so many different directions. This could be any aspect of your life. Trust your intuition. The High Priestess in your future. Whatever you think this is, it's probably going to be around about that mark. But there's a dramatic shift coming. What you want, like I say, is the Empress. What's coming in? Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands is your card. It's Mars in Leo, so the Tower hits strength, and it feels like a surge of energy with the Tower. Your final card, the Tower. And don't worry about this Tower. This is necessary to show you how powerful you are, how you've co-created. It might come uncomfortably because you realise, like, oh, I did energetically create whatever this situation is because I was either in lack or I was focused elsewhere, or I don't know. How you see yourself is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is Mars in Aries, so the Tower hits the Emperor. So you could be very focused on your masculine energy. We don't get caught up in genders. Naturally, being a fire sign, you're then leaning towards masculine. So you're more likely going to be leaning towards the Emperor rather than the Empress. So it's your job to really, regardless of gender, open up to the Empress energy, which is trusting in the unseen. You know, the hardest part of feminine energy is trusting that what happens in the darkness is sprouting into something wonderful. You know, the feminine energy is the womb. The womb is darkness, but it can grow life. You know, you plant a seed in the ground and you trust that that seed's going to grow. You don't dig it up every 2 minutes and check. That is trust. It's trust in the unseen. The block seems to be the Empress and the Star together. Indicates the Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. So the Five of Swords in a different deck is Isis, Osiris, and Set. Set represents the block. Isis and Osiris. Isis is the feminine Empress. Osiris is the masculine, the god of the underworld. And there's this kind of dynamic at play. What is blocking the emergence in the heart? You could label it as the higher chakras being the feminine, the lower chakras being the masculine. They need to meet in the heart. What's the block? Is it the throat? Is it the solar plexus? The solar plexus would indicate arrogance and overconfidence. It can be a shadow of Leo energy. If it's a block in the throat, why? Where can you not speak your truth in your life? If it's nothing to do with the chakras, it could be something external. You know, the story is Set is the evil brother that's jealous of Osiris, kills him, puts him down the Nile, not realising the power of love, and Isis searches the land for gathering all his pieces. I think she gets 12 out of 13 and recreates him, and they have the son Horus. So, like I say, Set is the block. How the others see you and the universe sees you is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift. So whatever this darkness is of the moon is a gift. And it's a gift of co-creation. It's recognizing your power. Advice, the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity. It's equal give and take. It's the moon in Taurus. So with the High Priestess appearing in your outcome, Six of Pentacles is the High Priestess meets the Hierophant. Taurus rules your 10th house of career, your how you want to be seen in the world. It's 12 o'clock on the clock. It's you know, this is me. This is who I am. So how do you want to be seen? And like I say, there's something here about being generous with your energy without draining. The outcome is the Ten of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Tower. Now, this is, for me, not a terrible outcome. I'm seeing this as something is showing you something here. It's going to show you, you're going to have no choice but to recognize your power. So whatever direction this is an ending and a shake-up. And the High Priestess is here to say, trust your intuition throughout whatever change this is. Because this is a major lesson in co-creation. The Two of Wands as well. For me personally, I know it's Mars in Aries, but for me personally, in the traditional sense, he's always got a globe in his hand, he's always staring backwards. Always gives me Saturn in retrograde energy. Like I say, Saturn's retrograde in Pisces just a couple of days ago. Pisces is your 12th house, is your 8th house of magnetism, death, sex, taxes, inheritances, all those things. So there's this big emphasis here of Okay, Venus is in your first house with the Empress. Saturn's showing you lessons that it hasn't been showing you the past couple of years in how you magnetically drawing things to you. What are you doing about that? You know, because there's a new beginning that's trying to arrive here. How fascinating. Let's see the block with the Five of Swords. I mean, you've got the High Priestess and the Magician in your spread. That's fantastic. I also want to check out Strength to bring the Tower and the Seven of Wands together. But interestingly as well, I want to check out where the Sun is. And the reason being, you guys rule the Sun. You rule by the Sun in this deck. But with the Star card and the Moon, we're missing the Sun as the luminaries. And the Emperor as well, with the Two of Wands and the Tower. Okay. Oh yeah, Saturn's doing an amazing thing here, showing you your power. Look at that, told you. Saturn in the 8th house, because that's Death is Pluto, is Scorpio, which the rules the 8th house. So Saturn's here. Saturn with the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is Saturn in Sagittarius. So again, a fellow fire sign, but could be your search for freedom. And then we've got the Devil on the other side. You are being shown this energy of magnetism and taking on others' burdens, possibly. Hierophant, 10th house, where you take on maybe too much at work, perhaps. Yeah, look at that. I knew the Emperor. So it's wedged here. The Five of Swords is with the Emperor. It's with the Nine of Pentacles. It's with the Two of Pentacles. So whatever this block is, it's a I'll tell you exactly what the block is. I just need to remember what the deck is. It's tough. Okay. Dove. Okay. Be a conduit for awakened masculine energy. Heal the father wound. Here we go. You're healing wounded masculine energy, which shows up frequently in men but can be present in women or other gender identities. Examples of wounded masculine energy are fear of being vulnerable. It's an 8th house thing. Living only in your head. That could be very situation here with the moon in the crossing. Living only in your head. Inability to be present, numbing yourself with addictions, being ego-driven, controlling or dominating others, and emotionally unavailability. Okay. You can trust, join or lead a spiritual group. My life is guided by the eternal masculine. I commit to this path. Again, you don't have to be on that journey, but you do see yourself as Mars in Aries, which is the Tower meets the Emperor. I think there's a situation here where you're balancing your masculine energy. That's what's out of sync. That's what the Nine of Pentacles is representing here, where it's kind of 2025. 2025 is the year of the shedding of the skin. It's the year of the snake. Nine of Pentacles is representing that. It's Venus in Virgo, where Venus moves into around about the 19th of this month. So it's going to leave your first house and move into your second house, where you, again, magnetically, you're going to be drawing opportunities for beauty, for abundance. There you guys are with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. You're clearing out a massive shadow here. Three of Wands is Sun in Aries, so again, the Emperor, that sort of masculine energy. And then we've got Mars in Capricorn, so the Tower hits the Devil. This is a massive healing of wounded masculine energy. And like I said, we all have it, regardless of gender. We all have to deal with those aspects of life, whether it's just overthinking, whether it's escapism, whatever it is. And this is what's happening here, you're healing. But you're recognising now the power of co-creation, power of the unseen, and really stepping into it. Wonderful. The Sun is with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups. Good stuff. You have wonderful things coming. I think you just need to look at this period. Yeah, look at that. This is all part of your growth. So the Five of Wands is your card. It's Saturn in Leo, or as I say, lead to gold. The universe is causing strife here to recognize your power. Okay? Do not ignore it. Anytime that you feel defeated or down, if anything, doesn't seem to work out in your favor, check yourself, ground your energy, get into nature, breathe, meditate, yoga, activity, anything, something that immediately lifts you back up. Because the aspect of the Seven of Wands here, the Six of Wands is ego, and we all need ego. Ego keeps us safe, but we have to rise above it sometimes. So this could be pride, and we have to rise above pride. This could be people's opinion of us. We have to rise above it. And the difficulty of the Seven of Wands is maintaining frequency. Okay? Ooh, fascinating. In your extended, I want to see I'm going to take the energy of a lesson. Like I said, the lesson doesn't have to sound like, oh God, I'm back at school. It's Saturn saying, look how powerful you are. So we'll take the energy of that and we'll work around that. Okay. Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Mercury in Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, Mars in Leo, Mars in Aries, Moon in Taurus, Sun in Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Aries and Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Saturn in Libra, Venus in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces, Moon in Aquarius, Jupiter in Leo. We have Wands, we have Pentacles, Swords, Cups. Everyone's here. Those of you stand out, let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.